Today we're going to look at how to rake a bunker. Robin Jackson, our head greenkeeper, is going to give us the technical knowledge of how to do these things correctly. So what we're going to do to start with, okay, is show you an example of how bunkers are currently raked, which is not the correct way. So Robin is now going to hit a bunker shot and just show you what he may well see out on the course. And this is not the way we should be doing things. Robin, have a go.
Thank you.
So the bunker shot's out. Oh, hang on. Oh, he's almost canned it, so that's a great shot. And now Robin's going to show you what he would typically see on the course. So if you could just show us how you see our current golfers raking the bunker, please.
Okay, well obviously you've just seen me play a bunker shot, and I've left somewhat of a mess behind me, both in terms of footprints and splash from the shot itself. And obviously it's important that we remove these. There is a correct procedure for this and an incorrect procedure also, and unfortunately we all too often see the incorrect option, and it's that I will now demonstrate. When we play the shot, quite often we'll see members and guests with the sand iron in one hand and a rake in the other hand. First and foremost, that's nigh on impossible to rake the bunker correctly. You'll also see that the flag is in line with where I've hit the shot. And I'll come on to that in a minute. But what we see all too often, day in, day out, is people raking the bunker like this, in any basic direction. And quite often, because it's difficult to push the sand away with one hand, they'll invariably end up pulling it all the way back to the point at which they exit the bunker.
Good. So you see here what's happening is that Robin is now raking all the sand back up towards the this side, the lip of the bunker. So what you're going to see over a period of time, if this is happening, every day, suddenly you're left with little sand in the centre, as you can see here, and you are now going to end up with a lot of sand actually on the side. Now this is a common problem in any golf course you go to, and it's the common sort of the moan of any golfer. There's no sand in the bunkers, but actually most of it has ended up round the side of the bunker.
Okay.
Good. So what we'll do now is we're now going to look at the proper way to rake the bunker. We're going to hit another bunker shot, and then Robbie's going to demonstrate and talk you through how to rake the bunker correctly. So we're going to throw one in there for him. There we go, that was lucky. Have a little go there.
Okay, so we're going to go through exactly the same procedure, except this is the how-to version as opposed to the how-not. So hopefully I can emulate my shot a few moments ago.
Bad.
Nearly.
Up and down.
You'll see from the video that I've got the same footprints and the same splash marks. Now this is how I would ask you to rake the bunkers day in, day out here at Bramley. First and foremost, we'll put the sand iron down, so we've got two hands free. We'll pick the rake up, and like I mentioned earlier on there, we'll endeavour to rake, especially on the greenside bunkers, towards the flag position. We do that with two hands, as I said a moment ago, and we push the sand away from ourselves. The main difference being is that we're accumulating very little at the leading edge here. We're actually placing it back into the centre of the bunker where it can be redistributed evenly by the green staff. So simply do that in line with the flag and make your way backwards out of the bunker.
So you see here Robin now is actually pushing the sand away from the lip. So if you think every player that played golf here was doing this, you would always maintain a good level of sand in the centre of the bunker. And then afterwards the rake will be left outside the bunker.
I'll just do the little groovy bit.
Okay. Robin's now going to just talk to you a little bit about the sort of grooves in the sand and how the ball would sit into the grooves. This is why it's so important that you do raking the correct way. So if you have a look over here, we've actually got some fresh grooves from where the guys were out this morning. We can now demonstrate perhaps the ball sitting on the grooves, and then Robin will talk to you about that from there.
I'll just have a sand there. Thank you. I made reference a few moments ago about how important it was to actually rake the sand back to the centre of the bunker and in the direction of the flag, and the reason that we ask that is because invariably the teeth on the rake leave these groove marks in the sand, and hopefully you'll be able to pick it up if I take it out of my shadow. But by raking in line with the flag, you'll see that the groove actually runs this way the ball sits in the centre of the groove and the sand iron can be placed on impact in behind the ball. If I exaggerate it and go the opposite way to the flag, and I am exaggerating it and needing to get down to the wet sand to do so, but if I then drop the ball in to a groove in the incorrect line, you'll see it's nigh on impossible for the sand iron to enter the ball at the back without going through a ridge of sand.
So this is a very, very important point here with how Robin was showing you with how the teeth mark should go. You know, bunker shots can be made a lot simpler by people raking the bunkers correctly. You've got a great chance of getting the ball out. If you're raking across, you can quite clearly see that makes the bunker shot very, very tricky indeed.